Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jesse Dow here with the Empower Network, doing my day number 3 video blogging challenge, where I kind of have little inspirations and inspirements throughout the day. Once they come to fruition, I kind of start writing about them. So something happened the other day. This was yesterday actually, and it really inspired me. I was sitting there having coffee with my friend Chris, and I got this letter that came in the mail to work. My boss gave it to me, and it was this woman by the name of Shelley who had written me a letter thanking me. And the reason she was thanking me, she had slipped at the C-train station, dislocated her shoulder, and I was just kind of there to help her out, walk her through the process, call the ambulance, call her family, make sure her kids were getting picked up, and it was just the right place at the right time to help someone out. And anyways, she had my business card that day, and she got a hold of me and sent me a letter, and it was really awesome. She gave me a gift card and wrote me this letter, and she said, there was a quote she put in the letter. It said, even the smallest act of caring for another person is like a drop of water. You never really know how big the ripple affects the entire pond. So I kind of took a few steps back, and I looked at that for a bit, and I thought, that's kind of the concept of giver's gain. And I really started to grok what giver's gain meant, and what that meant to me, and what my relationship was with giver's gain. We've heard lots about giver's gain, and there was a few things that I've learned over the last few years about giving to someone unconditionally and what that really means. So what I'm here today is to share with you, basically it's to speak with you about a method that can help you understand the real advantages of giver's gain and how that can work for yourself. This concept can really normalize the physiology of giver's gain for you. I think sometimes, we go out and we give, but there's an attachment to it. We get a tax donation, or we're like, hey, I'm going to do a random act of kindness and help you out. And I think our ego can get involved in that. And don't get me wrong, I think those are phenomenal things. Those are really awesome things. When you want to give to someone, that's super badass, and that's just really cool. And I don't want to devalue that, because there's incredible value in that. But basically what I'm talking to you today about is a simple process that you can do that's going to this can help you with frustrations, emotional baggage, just a whole bunch of pain in your life, and it can really allow you to go from that place to being completely grateful. And honestly, I believe this method can really truly change your life today. I really want you to think what is possible with this method. So everyone wants to contribute in their life because they get inspired by it. And that's what we're truly investing in. It's the inspiration, what we're getting for ourselves out of it. Just like we invest, in stocks or our relationships, there's basically an equal exchange in anything. You are a good husband to your spouse, you get a return out of it. You're a good father, you get a good return out of it. You're a good employee, you should be getting a good return out of it. If not, we'll then have that conversation with the person that pays you. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is basically there's a fair equal of exchange. So just like giving to somebody, there's going to be an equal exchange within that, where you get inspired. So you are truly investing in your inspiration. The minute you go to give and you have an expectation with it, it becomes an obligation, and the feeling really goes down in progression. So what I want to share with you today, basically, if you get inspired by a cause, the only way to continually get inspired by it is to basically have it secretly donated. So let's just take $100, and Joe, a good friend of mine, he doesn't have much money, and I know this because I'm his friend. And what I do is basically I take the money, the charity, whatever you want to call it, and you deliver it to the person secretly. You never tell a soul about this. You keep this 100% confidential. You don't tell your spouse, you don't tell your kids, you don't tell your family, your boss, you don't tell nobody. This goes to the grave with you. Once you do this, basically this is an investment in the moment of the inspiration. You are giving something unconditionally. You're not getting anything out of it. There's an individual by the name of Dr. Demartini. He really goes over this, and he refers to it as the quantum value of energy. You're really investing in the moment of inspiration, and the quantum level is truly unexplainable. It's not measurable. You can't You can't quantify it. It's just giving immensely. So I mean, if you ever run into a situation where someone says, "Do you want to give to a charity?" Try this process. Say, "Thank you, but no thank you," and be okay with that. Try that with me, folks. Say this real quick with me. Thank you, but no thank you. What you do, go get some money, whatever they were asking for, double it up, triple it up, whatever you want. Put it in an envelope and send it to that address with no name on it. Give it unconditionally. Here's why, folks. If you start to tell someone, it really truly starts to dissipate the power of that gift. If you don't tell anyone, literally, it's a quantum secret that is truly unexplainable. And I tell you, whether it's $1,000, $100, $10,000, it's completely worth it. You're investing in a certain vibrational energy within yourself, and that there's no value on that. One more thing, if you're going to give to a charity, and this is kind of a complete side note of this equation in giving. If you're going to give because you care about the person, do it and be completely okay with it. But there's a few things you want to consider when you want to give to a charity, and this is just a personal belief, something I've kind of came to terms with over the last 6 months. If you're going to give to a charity, do your research, see where the money's going, and find out with this institution, are they managing their money better than you manage your money? That's something you want to find, and that's going to take some research. You're going to have to dig for that, that kind of information. But there's there's a significant amount of value in knowing that where you put your donation, that they know how to manage the money well, because then it's going to a good place. And the biggest thing that I have to say, don't ever give money if it's going to disable the dignity, the responsibility, the accountability, and the productivity of another person. I'm going to say that again. Don't you ever give money if it's going to disable the dignity, the responsibility, the accountability, and the productivity of another person. I'll let you sit on that, grok it, think of those reasons, and you'll probably come up with an answer yourself. Once again, guys, I want to thank you. Make comments, suggestions, anything below. I always look forward to hearing your feedback. And getting started with Empower Network, of course, this is what I love to do. Do blog videos. I'm having a hell of a time with it. Click the link below. Get started. I look forward to talking to you guys. Have a great day.